So in today's video, I'm going to install postmarketOS on the Pixel 3a. Now, you might be asking, what is postmarketOS and why is the name so damn long? It's actually a Linux distribution made to run on phones, and the Pixel 3a is one of the most supported phones for this project, so let's get to it. First up, we need to unlock the bootloader so we can actually install the Linux distribution itself, but because I have Lineage OS already installed on this thing, we can just skip this step. Obtain an installation with PM Bootstrap. Okay, I guess I'll click on this link. If you only want to install postmarketOS, make sure to read the installation article first. So why would you link me here? Okay, back to the installation guide. Running PM Bootstrap on other operating systems than Linux is not supported. Okay, well, time to break out the Chromebook. Okay, so now that we're on Linux, all we gotta do is just copy this and paste it in the terminal, I'm guessing. Oh, the Bootstrap file itself is on apt. Alright, yeah, let's just grab that. Let's make sure to download the Android SDK platform tools as well. Gonna need that to actually flash the thing. Okay, so let's see, where are we? Oh, there's platform tools. Okay, so change directory into platform tools. Oh, you know what? Wait a second. Yep, there's another platform tools inside the platform tools folder. Okay, let's see if we're good now. There we go. So, first up, we gotta go into fast boot mode. It says run that command while in the bootloader, so while I can just enter fast boot from here, I'm just gonna follow the instructions. Okay, and we're in the ADB folder, so fast boot, reboot, fast boot. What? What? It's not already included in the folder? Oh, you know what? /fastboot, right? That's the issue. Of course. Oh, but a new issue. It's not finding my device. Is this not a data cable? Yeah, you know what? I'll just install it with apt. I clearly have no idea what the hell I'm doing here. Okay, so now fastboot, reboot, fastboot. Still? Yeah, the same command works on the Mac just fine, so something's wrong with the Linux laptop. It's not finding the phone for some reason. I just said screw it and decided to reboot the computer, and now it finds it in fastboot. It just decides when it wants to work. This is a Linux moment. Okay, so now fastboot, reboot, fastboot. There we go, finally, man. Okay, so the system partition, we can't use PM Bootstrap's built-in flasher for this partition, but if we have a root file system image, run this command. I don't think we have one, but let's just run it to see what it does. Okay, apparently we gotta run PM Bootstrap initialize. Okay, and now we need git. Run this again, and then run this. Please update your Bootstrap version. Okay, do I want to use this? Okay, so apt has an outdated version. Alright, you know what, back to the installation guide. I mean, we do have git installed now, so that command might work. Copy from the right, paste, and see what happens. Oh, file exists already. Yeah, you know what, let's just nuke that install. Also delete this too. Okay, Control-Shift-V, enter, and what now? File exist. Oh, I gotta clear it out from bin too. Okay, be gone. Now maybe? Again? What? Okay, I guess let's try out the PIP method. Okay, you know what? PM Bootstrap just does not want to work, so maybe let's just try to find like a pre-built image we could use. Okay, so postmarketos.org/install, and yeah, Pixel 3a, and oh, okay, there's actually a bunch to choose from. GNOME Mobile, PHOSH, Plasma Mobile, which I think that's KDE, and you got Sway, which that's a window manager, really? When it comes to desktop environments, I like GNOME, so let's try out the mobile version for that. There we go, thank you. Pre-made images for people who are stupid and can't figure that out. And I don't know if it's just me, but it was really not made clear that I could just like easily like go to this website and download those. There's like no source here. It just says build your own images with PM Bootstrap. Flashing both images to mismatched slots will not prevent postmarketOS from booting, but it will limit your opportunities to dual boot. Not really gonna use this phone for much else, so yeah, screw it. Erase the DTBO, but thanks to a hack at the kernel fork, you do not need to erase the DTBO partition, but wait, so why is this step here if I don't need to do it? Okay, next. Okay, and then we fastboot flash system A and then boot A with the corresponding images. Alright, so CD downloads, and then, oh wait, what, where am I? Oh, it's capital D. Okay, and yep, we got the two files in there. Okay, so let's decompress those two files. Okay, and now we can flash system A with this file. Command failed. Not enough space to resize partition, huh? We should have enough space on this thing. It's 64 gigs, but I guess just format all data. Let's try system B. Same error. Now that I'm thinking about it, the error may be caused by like the Lineage OS custom recovery thing we got going on here, so let me use Android Flash tool, get the Pixel 3a back to stock firmware, unlock the bootloader, and do this all over again and see if maybe that's the issue. Okay, so web device, force flash all partitions, and keep the bootloader unlocked, and let's go. Alright, well, see you in 30 minutes. Okay, back to fast boot mode. So let's open up ADB again. Alright, and fast boot, reboot, fast boot. Okay, yeah, that's definitely different than what we had before. Let's see if it works now. Hey, it didn't immediately quit this time. Alright, and now we got a flash boot A. Okay, and what next? It just says to launch the installation, so yeah, that's it for flashing the thing. Wonder how this is gonna compare to Ubuntu Touch. And yeah, this is literally just GNOME made for a touch input. Can we like control like the volume and stuff up top? Oh, okay, we get a whole control center. Does the brightness work? Yep, brightness works. I'm not sure if we can test out sound here. Oh, no, it's making noise. I thought it was gonna start an installation. I don't remember setting up an account. I guess just no password, right? No, okay. In pre-built images, username defaults to user, and user's password is 147147. Alright. Big fan of the keyboard on this thing. It feels just like Gboard. Oh, there we go, and this is... yeah, this is new. Well, new to me on mobile, it does kind of remind me of GNOME on the desktop. I do actually really like this implementation. Instead of having to swipe up and hold to do multitasking or swipe up to get the home menu, just combine them both into one gesture. Super convenient. Before we continue exploring though, I guess we should actually continue with the setup. Swipe left to read important information. GNOME shell on mobile, and immediately it's like getting cut off a bit. That's kind of funny. This is in development software, so there will be issues. Yeah, it's Linux. I went into it expecting that. If you can't miss calls, don't put your primary SIM into this device. You can switch to TTY by holding volume down and pressing the power button 3 times. Oh, you just get like a full Linux shell on this thing. That's cool. Okay, and that's it. Just no installation. I guess we could just like rename the user account and set our own password. Okay, so first off, yeah, you know what? Let's hit up settings. Should probably get connected to Wi-Fi. Dude, and the text keeps getting cut off. Is there like a maybe like a way? Oh, okay, is this... yeah, you just have full window control, alright. Is there any way to, like, snap it back into place, or... if there is, I'm doing it wrong, because I can't figure it out. Alright, I guess just close the app and open it up again? Yeah, that fixed it, but you know what, yeah, let's go to displays and see if we could fix this up. No, not the case over here. What about multitasking? And yeah, no, nothing. From my time on GNOME on desktop, there is a GNOME tweaks tool, so I hope that works on mobile and we can get the minimize and maximize buttons at least. There is an app store here, right? Yeah, okay, there we go. I didn't find it in the app store, but there's already the tweaks pre-installed right here, so let's just use this. Okay, well this is not GNOME tweaks, it's a postmarketOS tweaks. Is there at least anything under appearance? Yeah, nah. Maybe we could use G settings to add it back? And yeah, that doesn't work either. Okay, how do I make this usable? I guess first things first would be decreasing the scale from 325. Why is that default? Okay, maybe a bit too far. 200? 225? Okay, yeah, that's good enough. Oh, but after doing that, we don't have, like, freeform window mode anymore. That's kind of a shame, but at least we have a decent mobile OS now. Okay, so now that we got this thing somewhat usable, let's take a look at some of the apps built in. We got camera, and I like how it asks you for permission before using anything. That's nice. And the camera has a green filter on it for some reason. Is it the same for the back camera, too? Oh, okay, this one is purple. That's new. That's new. And, yep, crashed. We got Papers, which is preview on Mac, we got Showtime, which is like a video player, and we got the tweaks, and... Hey, wait a second, where did the App Store go? It just vanished. I restarted the phone, and now we have Firefox back, we got Text Editor, and Software is back as well. It's kind of weird how they just disappear from your home screen, but let's try out Firefox. Oh, that's pretty cool. They bottom aligned it. Compared to browsers on Android, I'm really a big fan of how they do the tab layout here, where you can just like swipe it like a carousel. And inside the App Store for this thing, it is actually, yeah, very empty. I think it's just pretty much the only stuff that came pre-installed on the phone. Apparently, we don't install packages with the software app. We add it with the APK package manager. Alright. Is there a distro box so we can run a bunch of other distributions locally on this thing? Oh, there is. Okay, cool. That could probably open up like gaming on Steam, actually. So I found a guide online where we can run Steam on postmarketOS with a bunch of different emulators like Box x86, Box 64, and DistroBox. So I'm gonna follow that and see where it takes me. After running the DistroBox create command, I tried to log in and there was an error. So I was like, that's not normal. I rebooted the phone and we have 0 bytes of disk space remaining. At least after the restart, the App Store is now working on this. I mean, it works, but discovering new apps is pretty much impossible because none of these pages work and I can't find much with search. So, at the very least, can we pop a SIM card in this thing and make text and calls? God bless Mint Mobile free trials. Alright, let's pop out that SIM card and see if it works. Okay, so I just put the SIM card inside of the thing, and I'm not seeing anything that indicates any cell reception, so let me restart it, call the number, and see what happens. After rebooting the phone, it seems like it's found the cellular connection, so we just tap here to enable it, and I should be able to call it now, right? Okay, the text have now went through, and looks like we are now on 4G, so let's place the call. It's ringing, but nothing on the other line. Going through. Okay, so we can receive texts, calls are kind of finicky, we can make them, but receiving them is kind of flaky. And the App Store is kind of empty. I get I could use like the APK package manager, but I want to see like a list of what I can install and play around with this phone. I don't know what I'm searching for. Maybe my experience will be better with a different desktop environment though. Let's try out Plasma Mobile. So let's start flashing the files and take a look at Plasma. And the orientation is upside down. Okay, great first impressions. Oh, okay, that's awesome. It fixes itself incorrectly too. Alright. Just restart again, I guess. Yeah, they really weren't kidding when they said this is development software, huh? Okay, so instead of using gestures, it looks like off the bat, this one has more of like kind of like an Android 3-button nav system going on where you've got, I'm guessing this is multitasking, this is home, and this is the back button. Welcome to Plasma Mobile. Adjust the size of elements on the screen. Oh, that's actually a big improvement from GNOME Mobile. It actually gives you the choices up front. And the display scaling is actually really nice by default, so yeah, I'll just leave it on that. Oh, the keyboard has haptics here! That's awesome! That wasn't present on GNOME. Okay, there's gesture navigation and button navigation, and because it's Linux, you know what, I'll just stick with buttons for now. I can always change it later. Okay, our device is now ready. Let's try this out. So here's the home screen, and it's kind of empty. Oh, there's the apps. There's actually a lot less apps installed by default on Plasma. How does the notification center look? Oh, okay, it's more of a control center, actually. You got the flashlight, settings, battery, airplane mode. Can you control the sound? I don't see a way to get out of this. Okay, that did it. Will the camera work any better here? Same permission prompt, that's nice. And nope, still green, okay. Seems like there's also more options to personalize inside this as well, which I do appreciate coming from Android. Because there's no dedicated back button in the 3-button mode, let's just turn on gestures so we get the extra screen real estate. You know, if it would work. Come on, please. What's spacebar? Oh, it's like a text message app. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. Let's call this thing and see if it works out of the box. That doesn't work, and when trying to call a Google Voice number, it just, like, immediately hangs up. So, yeah, calls are also kind of broken on this. What about the Plasma App Store, though? There are no Flatpak sources. Add FlatHub. Okay, I keep hitting this and absolutely nothing happens, but if we hit the sidebar, there's a huge selection of apps here. And one of the biggest things I'm a fan of compared to the GNOME version of this, if you hit all applications, it just gives you a bunch of packages to scroll through. Thank you. Alright, let's grab LibreOffice. I want a full Office suite on this thing. And let's also grab Waydroid so we can run Android apps natively on this. And there we go, everything installed successfully, straight from the GUI. I didn't have to mess around with the terminal once. That's nice for a Linux phone. Oh, and it seems like if the app isn't made for mobile, Plasma makes it work to, not amazing results, but it's all here. I think I'm starting to understand the logic behind having, like, cut down versions of Microsoft Office for Android, but it's here if you want it. Okay, now let's try out Waydroid. Oh, I mean, I probably should have installed, like, the G-Apps version of Android so we can access the Google Play Store, but it doesn't matter, I'll just use Aurora. So now that it's installed, it's booting, looks like Lineage OS. So we went from Lineage OS right back to Lineage OS. And yeah, it's literally just Android on a Linux phone. That's really cool. So you can do stuff in the background while having your Android container right here. Let's see if we can play a mobile game inside this. And yeah, we can play the game just fine. It's running really well, actually. With Android app support, this could actually be daily drivable. This is a huge bonus. Oh, and there's also a convenient shortcut right on the home menu, so you can just jump right to the app. And the dedicated Android apps inside the container just show up as normal windows alongside the other ones in multitasking. That's really convenient. So now, will DistroBox work on this thing? And yeah, now it works on the Plasma version. I have no idea what was up with GNOME Mobile in that image before, but it just seems really janky. I mean, it's all janky because, again, development software, but at least something works here. Okay, so now we just copy this script to install the x86 emulator, and we paste it inside the terminal, if I could reach it. The gestures are kind of janky as well. And connection reset by peer after 8 minutes of downloading. Okay, whatever, just do it again. And it reports 64-bit. Okay, we're on the right path. Okay, so let's grab the direct package link from here. Download that, and then install it with this command. And now we just run the app with fexbash steam, and hopefully Steam will pop up. Oh yeah, can you tell this is not made for mobile? Uh-oh, we're starting to run out of the 4 gigs of RAM we have on this thing. And yeah, Steam Web Helper is not working. I guess just restart Steam. Still crashing. If we restart Steam Web Helper instead, will that work? Okay, let's run some of these commands and try to fix it.
2 hours later.
I've been trying to get Steam to work on this for the longest time, and it just does not want to work. I mean, to tell you the truth, if you want to play Steam games on an Android phone, just run it on Android. There's tons of translation layers for that. Even though Steam doesn't work, with DistroBox, we can just install normal Linux applications that come in .deb files. It's not really formatted well for mobile, but you get it as like a cool proof of concept for being able to run desktop apps on mobile. I'm actually a big fan of KDE Plasma Mobile. The interface, it seems to work way better than GNOME Mobile. Out of the box, I didn't have to configure a lot of stuff. The App Store actually works, and I mean, gesture nav, it's not the best, but 3-button nav is way better. Having a button to show the keyboard is super convenient, especially when working in apps that aren't made for mobile. And with full Waydroid support, honestly, I think this could be like a decent daily driver. There's just a couple of bugs to work out first. Alright, say cheese. Now I would end the video here, but there's actually one more desktop environment I wanted to try out when it comes to postmarketOS. It's Phosh something, I don't know, I'll figure it out when I actually start flashing it. Phosh, yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Okay, so again, let's just flash both the files and take a look at that desktop environment. First impressions, this actually looks surprisingly polished. Welcome to postmarketOS again. Menus are now open by swiping from the very bottom or top. Oh, okay. Using the top menu, swipe down from the top. Oh, that's a cool animation. It drags the entire status bar down. This layout does kind of remind me of how GNOME looked, so is this just like a highly customized version of GNOME? Toggle keyboard by long pressing the power bar. Oh, that's cool. I love having that function on Linux phones. Oh, okay, so you hold down on it again to close it again. Figures. Okay, and yeah, these are all the GNOME apps that we had before. Yeah, this is just like a really customized version of GNOME, huh? I do see a new app on here though, mobile settings. That wasn't on the GNOME version of this. Top bar, overview, feedback, compositor, lock screen, convergence, what? Oh, this is for like docking it to an external monitor. Man, I wish this phone could do that. What's in experimental features? That seems interesting. Emergency call, enable emergency calls, that's experimental? Okay, don't daily drive this. Yeah, and for some reason the scale is also super high on this one. Yeah, just set that, let me go portrait. Set this to 250. Okay, much better. Wonder if the App Store works out of the box with this one. And yeah, no, not really. Okay, it's kind of just the exact situation as GNOME. I mean, it's not so bad because you can just go into the console and use APK to install the stuff you want, but I like my GUIs, man. Come on. Can this desktop environment at least take a phone call out of the box? Oh, wow, dude, I'm surprised. A Linux phone that's actually a phone. So that's postmarketOS on the Pixel 3a. Coming from my experience with Ubuntu Touch on the Pixel 2, honestly, I'm pretty impressed with this. As I say that, it starts to bug out. One of the things I find really interesting about this project is like the variety of desktop environments. On Ubuntu Touch, you just got the one it comes with. And I gotta say, the one on KDE Plasma, that's my absolute favorite. This Phosh thing comes second, and GNOME Mobile is definitely third. But at the end of the day, this is development software, so any major gripes I have with this thing, we just gotta give them some time to fix it. Oh, and speaking of which, the version of Ubuntu Touch I had on the Pixel 2 was kinda outdated. It was based on that Ubuntu Ubuntu version from 2016, so maybe I should do an updated version on this thing. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments, what other projects do you want me to do with smartphones, like Android, or just technology in general? Alright, I'll see you later.